Hello everyone. So today I'm going to show you how to make a Pong game in the Scratch. So we are using the Scratch tool where in this game there is a paddle and some hitting object and we have to protect that object to hit the bottom of the screen. So at the end of the tutorial you will be able to make that game. So let's get started. So for that, first of all, you have to select the object that is bouncing in the game. So here at the right corner you can select this where you can get so many objects. You can pick anyone. So pick the ball. Then at the right corner there is also option of selecting the background. So select a backdrop, and here you can select the background. So I'll select the backdrop. Now let's make the object movable. For that, go to the motion category and select the move block. Using this block you can see the motion of the ball. Now to make a motion forever, go to the control category. In that you can select forever block and add this block inside this. So you will get that the ball is getting moved but it gets stuck. For to solve this, go to the motion category again and select if on edge then bounce. By selecting this, if we get then edge, he will bounce to the back direction. Now we get the ball who is bouncing back and forth. Now we want a ball who will bouncing all over the screen. So to do this, we go to the motion category and select point in direction block, where we can see the direction is 90 degree. That means the ball is showing only the 90-degree direction. So let's try the another number. So select 45 and then C. In this way, the motion of the ball will do at an angle of 45 degree. Now, at the end of the event, we will add a start flag. So by this, when we click at the green flag, it will get started. Now, we will add the paddle.
Now let's add a paddle. Click here on choose sprite and many options are available, from which let's look for something flat. Else we can also type paddle. There it is. And on selecting, let's place it to the bottom of the screen. Now in order to move it, we have to move it along with the mouse. So in order to do that, go to the motions category and select set X. And as we want the paddle to move along with the mouse, let's go to the sensing category and select mouse X. Then add the forever loop. And there, it's moving. Lastly, let's add the when click green flag event, and there, it's working. But we want it to bounce back when the ball touches the paddle. So how do we do that? So to do that, let's go to the ball, and over here we need to use the if control, as we want the ball to bounce if it touches the paddle. On then we have an option in the sensing touching. Let's add that and select paddle. And so what does bouncing actually mean? Bouncing means that when the ball touches the paddle, it should turn a particular degree and go in the opposite direction. So how do we do that?
For this, let's take the turn, go to motion category, pick the turn block and set it to 180 degree. 180 degree because it is a half of circle, it will move in opposite direction. Then we'll pick a move block and set it to 15 steps. It will move a little bit away in a new direction. and then we'll go to events and get a green flag, and we'll see. Here we can see the ball hit the green paddle, but it doesn't bounce back. For that, we have to put if block inside forever black. For that, go to control category and select forever block. Put the if block inside forever block, and we'll add wait also for some delay. We'll require 0.5 second. And now we can see the ball hit the paddle and it will bounce back. Also, you can add some randomness. For that, go to operator category and select pick random block and set it to 170 to 190 so that instead of 180 it will turn somewhere between 170 to 190. Then we'll go to split library and select the red paddle, drag it to bottom, and we have to set condition if the ball touches the red paddle, then game will stop and ends. So for that we'll add to stop block, and it will check always, so that we have to add if block inside the forever block. We'll go to motion event and add green flag, and now we'll see if the ball touches the red paddle, the game ends. You can also restart. Now let me tell you how to add multiple levels in your game. Let's add score. First go to the variable category. Variable is something which will keep track of certain number in your game. So let's make this variable and mark this variable as score. So whenever the player hits the ball, let's change the point by 1. So in this way, player will get the point when the player hit the ball. Now you can see that score is changed whenever the player hits the ball. So whenever the player click on the green flag, let's set the score back to the 0. So for first go to the event category. Now use this block to wait until score is greater than, let's say 5. To make it to go to the another level, let's add another backdrop. Choose the image from here. I am choosing this image. To switch it to first backdrop, let's add switch backdrop. So let's play the game. So after 5 point, you can see the player will move to the next level. So this is whole tutorial. You can add more feature to this game. So I hope you enjoy the whole tutorial. I give the code is in the description. Also do like, share, comment to this video. Also do subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to get notification of more such videos. Thank you.